Yo, what's up, everybody? It's your boy Koi, and I'm bringing back the car vlogs. You know, I've come to realize in the past few days how important these moments are, of me just being by myself, of me just saying whatever that comes into my mind. Because in another 10 years or so, I'll look back at these videos and I'll really try to relive these moments. What I'm saying is that I'm really trying to make the most out of life, and by doing these videos I can really capture those moments in time. They will be here forever, and I can look back at these videos and feel like I haven't wasted a second of my life. I feel like my life suddenly has a purpose. As corny as it may sound, this is really therapeutic for me, just to speak, and just by speaking somehow my brain can come up with new things as I am speaking. It's like I'm discovering myself every day. Thoughts that have never been articulated before by me. Just by the act of talking alone, I can come up with these things. And they are truly magical moments. I'm gonna look back at these videos and yeah, just relive the moments. You know, as a kid and as a teenager growing up, I've really struggled with opening myself up to people. I don't know if it's a childhood trauma of me being made fun of in kindergarten for being the quiet kid, or whether it was my parents whom very much made fun of me for being a crybaby when I was little. I cried a lot, and yeah, my nickname in my family was Princess. I was the princess because I was always crying, always begging for things. Maybe somehow that had contributed to me being a very shy, socially awkward kid in high school. And I've come to accept that I'm a quiet person. But what I want to say to all of you out there who are feeling like you're alone all of the time, don't let your social awkwardness turn into social isolation. Because we as humans are social creatures. We really thrive on communities, companionships, talking to people, connecting with other people. It's very unlikely for you to find someone who is not alone, not being afraid of being alone. We all have that yearning for connection. You may be an extrovert, you may be an introvert, but we all have that innate desire to connect with other similar beings. The biggest thing I've learned when I was trying not to be a loner anymore, I didn't like being a loner. I didn't like being by myself. Even though that's what my characteristics have predisposed me to. I'm an introvert. I like to be by myself to recharge. I don't like being alone. Real talk. Nobody likes being alone. So how do you overcome this? Well, the biggest thing I've learned is to not focus on yourself, to redirect that attention to the people you're with. When you focus on other people and you ask questions, you make observations, you look at people in the eyes, suddenly it comes rather naturally. You notice someone is wearing a nice shirt, you compliment them, you say, hey, I like your shirt. Maybe it's a band, you listen to this band. I'm not much of a big fan, but I've heard a few songs. Making small talk. I suck at making small talk, but it's necessary to learn how to make small talk, because you need to read the room. It's very hard to get this into some people, including myself, that you need to read the room. Do not enter a conversation inappropriately. You don't want to jump into the conversation saying some weird shit like, I have a obsession for, I don't know, Ben 10 or whatever, or anime or K-pop. It's just unacceptable. It will make people weirded out. I'm not saying to never say it, but like, you have to judge where you are. At the workplace, you don't open a conversation with stuff like that. You don't open a conversation with your personal life. You don't jump in and say, guess what we did last night in the bedroom. Not that anyone had ever said that to me, or I've observed such thing in the workplace. It's hard for me to come up with an example, but yeah, try to read the room, match the level of conversation that the people around you are having. If people are just talking about their families, their pets, what did they get up to in their holiday, then you should start with that. And yeah, that's how you can stop yourself from oversharing things. You need to match the energy of the people around you. And don't be that guy who doesn't say anything either, because that makes you look weird as fuck. You're like the outsider into this group. And surprisingly enough, when you don't say a lot, people can view you as distrusting as well. I don't know, I have that feeling. I don't know if others feel the same, but when someone is just there, who's not saying anything, I feel like they are hiding something. Real talk. Maybe I am wrong for saying this, but you have to make an effort of saying something when you're in a group setting. And don't be pulling out your phone and checking the weather or browsing Facebook. What could be possibly more important than being present and trying to soak in this experience of life? What is so pressing that you must look into your phone when you have nothing to say? Just be there, man. Like, just be there, observe, listen to people, treat people as the most interesting thing there is. And they probably do a fraction the same. In other words, if you take an interest in people, people will start to find you interesting. I have yet to test this out, but yeah, that's it. That's all I want to say today, and I better get to work now. So catch you all next time. Stay strong and God bless.